My fiancé got a secret hotel room, so I followed him. I wish I hadn't. So, I, 28F, have been engaged to my fiancé, Jake, 30M, for almost a year. We've been together for 5 years, and I always thought we had a great relationship. We were planning our wedding, looking at houses, and just doing all the things couples do when they're about to start the rest of their lives together. But last week, I found something that shattered everything. It started with his phone. Jake has always been a little private, but nothing crazy. The other night, he fell asleep on the couch, and his phone lit up with a notification. It was from a hotel, a reservation confirmation. At first, I thought maybe he planned a surprise trip, but then I saw the date, tomorrow night, and my name wasn't on it. My stomach dropped. I told myself there had to be an explanation, but deep down, I knew something was off. Instead of confronting him right away, I decided to do something I never thought I would. I followed him. The next evening, Jake told me he had to work late. Classic. I played it cool, kissed him goodbye, then grabbed my car keys. My hands were shaking as I tailed him across town. He pulled into the parking lot of a nice hotel, the kind we never splurge on. My heart was in my throat as I watched him get out of the car. And then she stepped out, a woman, tall, brunette, gorgeous. She walked right up to him, smiled, and they went inside together. I sat there for a minute just staring at the entrance, my whole world crumbling. Then, before I could stop myself, I got out of the car and marched inside. The receptionist barely looked up as I stormed past, my heart pounding. I found the elevators, rode up, and when I reached the right floor, I saw them, standing in the hallway. They weren't kissing, they weren't even touching. But their body language, the way they leaned in, the way he looked at her, it was intimate, like they had a whole world between them that I wasn't a part of. I took a deep breath, stepped forward, and said his name. His head snapped toward me, eyes wide with pure panic, and that's when she spoke. "Oh my God," she said, looking between us. "You're the fiancé?" My stomach dropped. The fiancé, not his fiancé. The Before I could even process what she meant, she turned to Jake and slapped him across the face. "You told me you broke up," she yelled. "Broke up? Broke up?" Jake just stood there, stammering, looking between us like a trapped animal. That's when I realized this woman wasn't the secret mistress. She was the other girlfriend. I wasn't the one he was sneaking around with. I was the one he was sneaking around on. Update: I dumped his cheating ass. Turns out he had been seeing this woman for almost a year, telling her we had broken up, but still figuring things out. She had no idea I even existed. We actually ended up getting drinks together a few nights later. Turns out she's really cool. Jake, on the other hand, is still crying in my DMS. TLDR, followed my fiancé to a hotel, found out he had a whole ass second relationship, dumped him, and made a new friend instead.